a lot of the scenes with Ryan, we got to like riff a lot and just like kind of
Mm.
define it and have it. It's like it makes it feel like the type of things that you like to do.
The Cruz Show.
Lionel Boyce, welcome to the Cruz Show, my guy. Yo, my name is Jay Cruz. That's Jeff Garcia, the sports dude.
Yo,
That's Jordan right there. We in here. We're excited for the movie Project Hail Mary, bro. You're in this movie with Ryan Gosling, and let's be honest, you outshined him, bro. You feel me? Like that's
Oh
crazy,
no.
dog. Crazy, bro. Congratulations.
yeah, man.
Thank you.
Even
You know,
even
I just
Mendez
think
says she's leaving him for you now, bro. It's over.
Yeah, homie.
it's just crazy. You know, you go in the movie for like a couple of minutes, and that's just how it goes sometimes.
It
But
happens in hip hop. It happens in music. It's happening in movies too, bro.
no, but all jokes aside, like it's incredible to carry a movie for 2 hours and 30 minutes when it's just 95% of you on the screen is an incredible feat. And Ryan's one of like the best actors there are right out there. And it's like a vehicle to show his charisma, his depth, and all
Mhm.
these things. And I'm just happy that it's like to be in this movie for 10 minutes or however long I'm in it is like these are the type of things that you dream of. Like you watch a movie, you feel inspired, you're like, I just want to be a fly on the wall in that
Mhm.
world and they let
Mhm.
me be a fly on this wall.
I mean, you play your character's name is Carl, right? And you're instrumental in the movie because you inspire him to actually do this, right?
Yeah.
To do that, and then it feels like you're really that kind of friend, though, right? Like you really have probably pulled the homies aside and said, like, "Yo, we can do this, or you can do this." That's a good friend.
Yeah. Yeah. I always try to be that homie that's like, I feel like you I know the power and the feeling of someone believing in you. And I do
Mm.
believe everyone has talent and purpose, all these things. It's like I'm blessed that all of my homies do have good ideas for the most part. If they don't, I like to be honest and say, hey man, that's not so great, but you can get it there, or that's just a flat out bad idea. But I do think that I share that with Carl, where if you see it and it's like I think it's my obligation to push my friends to like do the thing that they need to do. Like
Hmm.
if they fail because they didn't have the extra push, then I don't know. I feel like we all fail.
That's right. No, that's right. Did you have fun making this movie? Were you having a good time? I know, from what I hear, making a movie could be tough, and there's a lot of time where you're just kind of sitting around and waiting around, and that kind of takes the fun out of it. But did you have fun making this movie?
I did, man. It was cool. It was we did it in London too, a city I love. There is a lot of waiting around, but lucky for me, I just be nosy sometimes. So I was walking around the set. Like one of the sets was on an old, decommissioned, I think like Air Force base or something. So I spent a lot of time just walking around there aimlessly, going in places I wasn't supposed to, and a lot of that type of stuff. But the movie itself, it was a lot of fun because Chris and Phil, the directors. They're very improv friendly, and a lot of the scenes with Ryan, we got to like riff a lot and just like kind of
Mm.
define it and have it. It's like it makes it feel like the type of things that you like to do. It's in my wheelhouse of just like low stakes, having fun and following like rabbit holes wherever they go with like stupid jokes or whatever. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
you see the movie and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's that Inglewood in you though, bro. Just walking around, just peeping the
Yep.
scene. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
just
yeah.
finding yourself in a room or different places. Like, just exploring the city, right?
No, exactly. You know, it's funny. I was talking about this where it's like you can always tell someone grew up in LA when they walk in the middle of the street in the neighborhood. I don't know what it is or why
Yeah.
we do that, but I like find myself like I need to be just in the street so I can see everything in every direction.
Nah, yeah, it's like zooming out, right?
Yeah,
So you could
yeah.
see everything.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah,
man.
exactly.
Yeah, man. What up, Garcia?
Yo, man, growing up out here, we're all from out here. We're on Real
Yes, sir.
92.3 here in LA, man. So, and
Yeah.
and your move up, your progression in acting, you go from having fun on the Loiter Squad and doing, bits and pieces there. Then you got your regular occurrence on the Bear, and then you're moving up into the movie scene. Like, how does it ever get easier for you, or do you now feel more pressure? Like, I gotta outdo myself. I gotta outdo
Mm.
myself. I gotta outdo myself.
I feel like my relationship to it is interesting because it's like you start to understand what pressure is and where it comes from, and like a lot of it is external. So it's like finding a way to keep all of that at bay and keep it simple and keep it like in this place so you feel loose and free and like rubber, where it is like I do want to keep doing more, but I think it's not about the pressure if I got to one up. It's just like following the feeling of like I want to keep doing this and I have a goal in mind and I want to accomplish this goal. it's about this specific goal in front of me, not like the external thing of like, is this better than the last thing? Is
Mm.
this,
Right.
I don't know, like, am I like this invisible room that we all have where it's like the people whose opinion you hold in the highest regard, sitting there like this, like looking at the last product that you've done and judging it. It's like it's not about that invisible room. It's about just what's in front of you. And like I do feel that I just want to do so many different things and I just want to keep following that interest. So I try to keep it there.
It's more about doing what feels right, right, than doing what
Yeah.
you think is right or what other people tell you is right.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, and I'm fortunate that these projects that I've gotten to do have been things that I've just genuinely felt a connection to. It made me feel something. I was like, this is what I want to be a part of. And it's been cool that people feel the same way.
Hmm. Project Hail Mary is in theaters. It's a crazy movie for sure. Lionel, do you get mistaken for anybody?
Not really. I feel like no. I'm trying to think. There's not, but I don't feel like I don't really have doppelgangers. But also the name Lionel, you don't forget that I haven't really met any other Lionels in life too. So I feel like it's a two-hander where when
It's
you're
an
a
OG
kid,
name for sure. It's an OG
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah. It's like
Hmm.
you're in sixth grade and everyone's like, who's this 85-year-old man on the roll call sheet?
Whose dad is here?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Jordan?
Well, okay, so we talked, or you kind of, we know that you come from Odd Future and you grew up doing collaborative pieces with your friends and everything like that. But how do you feel like being a part of a collection like that so early with people now professionally?
I feel like it informed how I like to approach things, where it's like to me, all the people I've always looked up to have been people who collaborate with their friends. And it's like that brings the best synergy because I think you need that level of like trust to create an air of stupidity to like make the best things, whether it's serious or
Right.
unserious. You need an air of stupidity to make anything
Mm,
that's like worth making. And I was like, it felt like being on the fringes at first, making these like things with my friends and stuff, and then you get put like with the bear or something where you go inside the system. And within that, I was fortunate where that also felt like that family connection. So you seek that project to project and you realize that is the best things come from that place. It's not about being in the room with the people that you want to be in the room with. It's like if you can get in those rooms with your friends, then yeah, that's the golden ticket.
mm.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Are you prepared for the finale? The Bear?
And I don't know. You know, like
Yeah.
at some point and someday it'll come and I don't know. It's like I feel like I just don't think about it. I'm just like I like to like keep my emotions at bay as long as I can, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel it, bro. Because it could it could make you sad, or it can make you feel away when you think about,
Yeah.
the overall the entire experience.
Yeah, but every year, I mean, every year you kind of get a sense of that. It's like school, where you know, like the end of every school year, you feel like this.
Mm.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it goes. Like had such a great time, and you're dropping out of the pod. So it's like you get a taste of it every year. So I don't know. It's when that comes, I'll see how I feel, or I won't, and I won't process it for like 15 years.
Just-
Project Hail Mary is out in theaters. Lionel,
yeah.
who was the biggest jokester on the set?
A Project Hail Mary, may either Ryan or. I think maybe one of the directors, Phil,
Mm,
it's Chris and Phil, but I think Phil, he's like, it's not that he's correct, like making like inherent jokes. He's just like got the natural like funny demeanor, and he's like throwing. Chris and Phil throw a lot of improv in your ear when you're doing things, but he
mm,
was much more like silly in a way where you can tell he was scratching a specific kind of itch. But
mm,
also Ryan is also very like silly, and that's what I think is great. What makes him such a like great leader because he's like lowering the bar for everyone else. Where he's just like, well, I'm gonna go here and like do these really dumb jokes. So don't feel afraid to do the dumb jokes.
That's good.
Oh, he does dad jokes on set.
A little bit, but not. I mean, he's a father. I feel like once you turn 28, you can't help but make dad jokes, whether you want to or not. It's the start of that. It's the start of the decline.
Yeah.
That's like, well, it's also the start of Unk, right? 28.
Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
You're
Yeah, it is.
approaching
Yeah.
Unk. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the middle of that now. I'm 34. I've come to terms with who I am now, and that your jokes don't land in rooms anymore.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
It's tough,
Yeah.
homie. It's tough.
It's the
But you
fall
know
off,
what?
bro.
The
It's the fall
fall
off.
off.
Just like J.
But
Cole.
but you got to be okay with it, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary, Lionel, what would you compare this movie to? Is there a movie you can compare this movie to?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would compare it to like old school, like 90s, like those
Mm,
big movies where you could watch with your family, where it's like you go with your kids. It doesn't feel like it's for kids in the way that it's pandering, where they're like, this is boring, we're watching a little kids movie. It doesn't feel like it's too adult where it's like something overly intellectual. It like strikes this balance that movies like I feel like Robert Zemeckis and like Spielberg would make, where they make these movies just for everyone. It's just a big movie that captures it's got every feeling in it, and it's for everyone, and everyone will have heart. You'll cry, you'll laugh, you may get scared at a thing or two, maybe not. I don't know, but it's got every feeling in it. So that's why I may would compare it to those. But right now, I don't know. It's that's what's cool. It just feels fresh and original.
that's
Yo, it's
good. I
got a
like that.
95% Rotten Tomato score, by the way, man.
Big
Wow,
time.
that's crazy. I feel like I don't try to follow that too closely, but last I heard that it was like I think it was like low like 93, so it went up. That's crazy. I've never heard that.
Mm. Yo, I heard Prince in the trailer. Michael Jackson or Prince, bro?
Hmm. I feel like personally, I always like Michael Jackson music more
Me
personally.
too.
Yeah,
Me too. But
I
Prince is
was
a legend.
yeah. Prince, it's no not him. I like him as well, but I was always Michael. That was the one I was always on that track.
Nah, nah, no clickbait. But bro, like that's a big argument, bro, in music, like amongst
Yeah, I
fans.
know. Yeah. Some people might be mad at me, but also
Nah, it's
there's
all good,
Nah,
that's
it's
bro.
all
with
good.
you. You're in
Nah,
my corner,
nah.
so that's good.
No,
Hey,
all day, bro.
hey, since we're talking music, what song for you growing up here in LA represents LA to you? Like you hear the song and immediately you think, home.
Oh, that's good. That's so it's so many
Mm,
like songs that like sit in that it depends on like also, like I will say first off, like this for me, this is cool because it's like growing up and hearing like being like 92.3 was like meant so much in like the car growing up. Because there's like what it's like Ice Cube, it was a good day, probably I would say
Yeah.
that
Mm.
like sits there. Or Summertime in the LBC Dove Shack. That
Yeah,
it's like
bro.
captures
Nice.
like the nostalgic where you're like on your way home from school, about to get a butt whooping because you got a C or D on your report card. But yeah,
mm, mm.
but yeah, I feel like those two songs captures like quintessential LA, like growing up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nah, for
Low key,
sure.
Ahmad back in the day too. I don't know.
Oh,
Ahmad
that's
back
such
in
a
the
good song.
day, legendary. You remember Domino? You remember like song,
Yeah,
like DJ
yeah.
Quick pitching on a
Domino.
party, like bro, just those
Yeah,
kind.
yeah. DJ Quinn. What would you
Yeah.
guys say? What's y'all pick?
Like next episode is one of those, right? Next
Hmm.
episode is like one of those songs that just sounds so LA. It was a good day, obviously. Pac Hail Mary that comes on.
Hmm.
That's just so
Hmm.
LA radio, I think. Garcia, what about you?
I would say today is a good day for sure. And then like California Love, Dre too.
Mm,
You can
Yeah,
never go wrong with that just because it's got everybody on it too, you know. Um
yeah.
yeah, and you get Snoop, What's My Name, you just think about all those
Hmm.
songs and you're right, it takes you back to a time where you're bicycling home and like you said, you got a few tardies you got to deal with moms and
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, figure it out. You're about to get your ass whooped. Jordan, as a Gen Z person, a radio song, a LA song.
Okay, Nothing But a G Thing was like the first thing that popped on my
Okay.
mind. And
That's
then I
because of your
guess if you want
pops.
to bring up some Kendrick, I really, really like Money Trees, like connected with that. Or
Mhm.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. That was like probably top tier.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's also that's the interesting thing too. It's like now it like means something different because I also feel like even like if you say Cali is active, like for like my
Oh,
generation, like high school and stuff, they'll be like, yeah, that also fits in that box. So
Hmm.
yeah, it is funny how that like
Hell yeah.
travels.
yeah,
Sugar
man.
free. That
Mm.
sugar free in
Yeah.
high school just hit different, bro.
Uh-huh.
He was talking that talk, you feel me?
Pim pim
Yeah.
pim.
Pimp, pimp,
Hmm.
pimp all day, man. Movies and radio have, I think they're maybe in the same world as far as people have to pay attention, right, to movies and pay attention to radio. And you listen, or you said growing up in the car, 92.3 in the car, right? How
Mm.
instrumental was radio as far as in the car with your family and, and connected to certain moments on your way to, daycare, you got the radio on.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's just as essential as because it's like memory. It's like it's the other
Mm,
component of memory. It's like when you think of a movie or anything visual, like a TV show movie, it's always paired with a song, a needle drop or something that feels like
Yes.
it creates and evokes the emotion. So it's the same thing. Like that's coming from a place of someone saying something, whether sometimes it's with music, without, but like very much like growing up, a lot of nostalgic memories because I remember the elementary school I went to. I grew up in Inglewood, and I went like straight down Crenshaw. It was like by the West Angeles church, so it's like
mm,
that whole strip going home. It's like attuned to memory. 92.3 for like 3 years. It's just like all the songs or whatever. It's funny because I always think about this Carl Thomas Summer Rain specifically. It was June in fifth grade. It's like every like for 3 days in a row that they was just blasting that song, whatever. So it's like, but it's just what I think the radio is what fuels the film and vice versa. It's like
mm,
someone uses an image to create a song, you use a song to create an image.
Yeah, I'm a big soundtrack person. I wish soundtracks came back in
Uh-huh.
a big way because
yeah.
Yeah.
you
There's
you
legendary
grab like Boys in the
soundtracks.
Hood soundtrack or those, man, like that it meant so much to me
Dead
because you
President soundtrack,
yeah,
bro.
because like you
Mhm.
said, it evokes such emotion with the visual and then the song paired, man. Yo, want to thank you, Lionel, for coming on with us, man. Project Hail Mary in
Yeah,
theaters
bro.
now. Please, everybody, go see it. It's got a 95% Rotten Tomatoes. I know Lionel doesn't worry about that, but that's a good indication of how damn
Yeah.
good this movie is. And yo, we thank you, man. Like we're big fans of yours and big fan of
Oh man.
everybody in your crew.
It's
And
love, bro.
thank you for
Respect.
coming on,
Yeah.
man.
Likewise, man. Yeah. Thanks for having me.